been running at full speed the whole day, in fact the whole week, your to-do list keeps growing. Then you are thrown another task to present something at the last minute. Yet you know that it will take 2 hours to prepare for that meeting. Your heart starts beating faster. Your mind starts spinning. Your shoulders tense up. You think to yourself, I can't do this right now. That is stress. It's not just in your head, it's in your body. Today, I'm going to share with you a simple 4-step technique that has helped me in my place of work as well as in my personal life. And I think it will help you too. It's simple to implement, so stick around, let's get into it. When somebody requested this video on stress, I thought it's a perfect request because many of us go through stressful situations and we need an easy technique to manage that stress. We all go through stress, but the question is, do we manage stress or does stress manage us? Not all stress is created equal. So there's good stress and there's bad stress. Some stress is good for us. So for example, before you present, you feel a little bit of stress, bit of nervousness to present, but that keeps you sharp. It helps you focus and perform. But today, we're talking about bad stress, that constant draining, can't think, can't do type of stress, and impacts your mind, body, and spirit, and is a silent killer. Over time, if we don't handle the stress, it can lead to burnout, anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, gut issues, or even heart problems. So what actually is happening to your body? When you feel stress, your body thinks it's in danger. So it triggers your adrenal glands to release cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart starts racing. Your breathing becomes more shallow. Your muscles tense up. You can feel it physically. This fight or flight response would be great if you're running from a lion, but it's not great if you're trying to meet a deadline. And there's deadlines on a daily basis. So how much of pressure and how much of stress are you imposing on your body on a daily basis if this is how you operate? So here's what I do in a stressful situation. It's called the STOP method, S-T-O-P, stop. So when you get stressed, think stop. S stands for single out the one thing that is causing the stress. Don't try to untangle the whole mess at once. Try and pinpoint that one thing that is causing your stress right now. So for example, if you're planning for a meeting, but then you get a whole thread of emails that comes into your inbox. Instead of planning for that meeting, you're being stressed out by the emails that's coming in. What I would do is close your mailbox, double down on your presentation and what you're planning for. You can attend to the mailbox at a later stage once you've done with your presentation. Can you see how you removed that stressor for that moment? The T is triage your tasks. Just like an ER doctor, you're going to look at what's important, not important, what can wait, and what can be delegated. So look at your tasks in that moment to actually help you plan and to prioritize. So when I'm in that situation, I've got many things to do. I'll just take a few minutes out and I'll have 3 columns on a page: now, later, pass on. Those tasks that I needed to do and is stressing me out, I will quickly plan on now, later, pass on, and that will get me in the right frame of mind in terms of prioritizing what I need to do now, what I need to do later, and what I can pass on. That way, I'm not working emotionally, but I'm setting myself up strategically to get things done. O is to organize your mind and space. Your brain mirrors your environment. If your table looks like a war zone, that impacts on how you think as well. If you're working on your computer and you've got many tabs open and apps open, that also decreases your efficiency rate because you have to toggle between various apps. So what I do is I take 2 to 3 minutes, get myself organized. So for my computer, I'll close down the apps and the documents that I'm not using. Just concentrate on the documents I need now, and then I can open other documents as I go along. By doing that, It cleans out my computer or my workspace and allows for free thinking. It's amazing how this mental reset creates headspace and allows you to focus better. P is for pause and practice presence. So it might seem contradictory. When you've got so much to do, you should actually pause. Take a moment just to pause, ground yourself, and then get on with it. So before you take action, take a deep breath. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4 seconds, and then you breathe out slowly for 4. This helps to ground you. So before you take action, you'll have clarity of mind. As you are doing your task, your mind will wander. So when you practice presence, it's about bringing your mind into whatever you're doing at that point in time. Your mind will wander to all the various things you need to do, but consciously and intentionally bring your mind back. It might constantly happen, but you rein it in and bring it back. And this is how you stay grounded instead of spiraling. The beauty of the stop method is that it's simple and you can use it anywhere, in the boardroom, in the kitchen, at the grocery store, wherever you feel you're being stressed and you're going to spiral. Just stop and use the stop method. And it's not about ignoring stress, it's about taking back control. Instead of stress managing you, now you get to manage stress more effectively. Here's the thing, stress is inevitable, but suffering from it, now that's optional. This week, I challenge you to use the stop method at least once and drop a comment as to which part of the stop method resonates with you. What are you going to put into effect? Remember, stress doesn't need to manage your life. You can manage it. Utilize this method. Take control. Don't suffer through the stress. Don't let it be your silent killer, because ultimately and forever you matter.
You make one mistake. Suddenly your confidence vanishes. You feel ashamed, anxious, afraid to try again. Sound familiar? Whether it was behind the wheel, at work, or in life, sometimes one moment can shake everything. But what if that moment could be the beginning of something greater? And today we're talking about how to rebuild your confidence after a setback. I'll share a personal story and 5 practical tips that helped me and could help you too. A few days ago, I was listening to talk radio. A young woman emailed in, and she had just gotten a driver's license. She had a small accident and was now too anxious to drive again. Her story made me think of my own. I just passed my driver's license test. Exciting but nerve-wracking. My mum asked me to drive her to the hairdresser. It was just 2 streets away. In South Africa, we don't learn driving at school. When we're 18 years old, we can get our driver's license. We study, pass a learner's license, take lessons with the driving school, then do a practical driving test. If we pass that test, then we get our license. At my family home, we have this tricky driveway. I managed to take my dad's car out. This was the one and only car we owned at home at the time. I dropped Mum off and drove back. But when it came to getting the car back into the yard, I misjudged the angle and badly scratched the passenger side door against the fence. There was a huge, ugly dent on it. I panicked, I reversed, parked the car at the top of the driveway outside the gate and waited. My dad got home later, noticed the car and saw the dent. He came inside, calm as ever, and after greeting us simply asked, "What happened to the car?" I explained, and you know what he said? "You could have left the car on top. I would have pulled it in." That was it. No shouting, no shame, just understanding. That moment gave me the courage to try again. Today, I'm a confident and safe driver, and I have my dad's response to thank for that. So, how do you rebuild confidence when something doesn't go your way? When one mistake shakes everything. Here are 5 practical tips that help me and could help you too. Tip 1: reframe the story. Don't call it failure, call it feedback. Mistakes are just feedback and another opportunity to try again. You didn't mess up, you learned, you grew. Tip number 2: take a small step forward. You don't have to fix everything overnight. Just take one small step, one brave step. Drive around the block. Speak up once. Say yes to one new challenge. Confidence is built moment by moment. Tip number 3: speak to someone who supports you. Find someone who listens without judging, whether it's a friend, parent, mentor, or even a community online. Connection builds courage. Tip number 4: visualize your comeback. Close your eyes. Picture yourself strong, calm, capable. Your mind believes what you tell it. So tell it a story of strength. Tip number 5: celebrate the win, big or small. If you got back behind the wheel, smile. If you showed up after self doubt, celebrate. Every small victory matters. That's how confidence grows. They say, get back on the horse. I believe that. Life will knock us down, but we don't stay there. We learn, we grow, and we come back stronger. That one dent and scratch on a car door, it led to years of safe, confident driving. Because someone gave me the space to make a mistake. That's all we need sometimes, space to be human. We all make mistakes. It's part of the journey. So learn to believe in yourself. Trust your process because remember, you matter. Was there a moment in your life that shook your confidence? Maybe your first driving incident or something else entirely. Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of planning, overthinking, but never quite taking action? There's no such thing as the perfect time. It's time to stop waiting and start turning your dreams into reality. If you're ready to break free from intention and dive into execution, stay with me. Today we're flipping the switch on hesitation. Today we're focusing on one of the most critical steps to success: getting things done. You already know what you want, but making it happen, well, that's another thing. That's where the magic lives, though. Let's explore why we sometimes get stuck, and more importantly, how to get unstuck and make things happen. Why do we get stuck? First, let's call out the invisible chains that hold us back. Fear of failure. What if you try and it doesn't work? That's terrifying. But what if you never try? Overthinking. Sometimes we analyze every detail until the perfect opportunity slips by. Perfection. Waiting for everything to be flawless is a fast track to getting nowhere. Procrastination. Time isn't waiting for us. Are you waiting for motivation or just avoiding discomfort? Lack of accountability. Without a system to check in on ourselves or others, it's easy to lose momentum. Recognize any of these? Good. Awareness is the first step towards progress. How do we shatter the cycle of self-sabotage? Here's the hard truth. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Self-sabotage is real, but we can defeat it. Here are some tips. 1. Negative self-talk. When you tell yourself, I can't, guess what? The universe listens. It's time to shift to I will. 2. Comparing yourself to others. Your journey is yours alone. Comparing is the thief of progress. 3. Fear of success. What if you actually achieve what you want? Sometimes that's scarier than failure. 4. Unrealistic expectations. We expect too much too fast, and when we don't see immediate results, we quit. Slow growth is still growth. 5. Lack of self-care. Burnout is real. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of your goals. Sounds familiar? Well, it's time to break the cycle. The path to success isn't just paved with hard work, it's built with self-awareness. The power of execution, how to get things done. Now let's move from intention to action with these power moves that will supercharge your execution. 1. Start with small wins. Don't tackle the mountain first. Start with the first step. Break down your big goals into bite-sized tasks. 2. Create accountability. Tell someone your goal or write it down. Having an accountability system keeps you in check. 3. Time block like a boss. Stop waiting for the right time. Schedule your actions like they are meetings with your future self. 4. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do, do it now. No more pushing small tasks off to tomorrow. 5. Eliminate distractions. Your phone, emails, social media, turn them off when you're in execution mode. Stay laser focused. 6. Embrace imperfection. Done is better than perfect. You can always improve later, but you can't improve what doesn't exist. How can we master our mindset for execution? This next part is crucial. Your mindset. Your thoughts are either your biggest barrier or your most powerful tool. These are a few points to consider. 1. Progress over perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Shift your focus to consistent progress, not an unattainable ideal. 2. Failure is part of the process. Every failure is a stepping stone. Learn, pivot, and keep moving forward. 3. Visualize success. See yourself already there. What does success feel like, look like, sound like? When you mentally arrive at the destination, it's easier to start walking towards it. 4. Adopt a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to improve and grow. The most successful people are those who are always learning. 5. Self-compassion is key. You'll stumble. You'll make mistakes. That's part of the process. Be kind to yourself and keep going. You've got all the tools you need. Your mindset is the driver of your execution. Action starts now. It's time to stop wishing and start doing. Remember, the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't filled with more intentions. It's filled with action. Here's what you need to remember. Identify what's holding you back. Recognize and stop your self-sabotage. Implement strategies that work for you and shift your mindset to embrace the journey. You've got this. The moment you stop over-analyzing and start executing, you step into your true power. Keep moving forward because your dreams are worth it.